welcome. It's great to see you all back. Feels like only yesterday. I say it feels like only yesterday. It feels like only 3 months ago. Not 2. 5 minutes left on the clock, so get your snacks, get your drinks. I'm going off the mime. I'm not going to lie, about an hour ago there were some technical hitches with sound and whatnot, but luckily I'm tweaking the balance as we go. Yeah, to be honest, Bryn, 5 pints will do that to you. I promise everybody who's said hello so far, we will have our reintroductions and our catch-up very shortly. One minute left on the clock. That's enough time for Bryn to run back to the fridge. Here we go! Hey, let's go! Hi! Hello! It's great to see you! Oh, this time it didn't even say let's, it said let's go. I am live to you from outside of DG 3.0. That's a lie because it's not that light out. Yep, that's right, Luke. Let's go fit in the box. Hi everybody, hope you're all okay. It's great to see you all. It doesn't seem like it's only been like just nearly 2 months since I last saw you. End of July, wow. It really does feel like a lifetime ago, but it's great to see you all again. It's great to have you all here. It's nice to see those friendly names, I can't say faces, who have come back to join us. So let's quickly tazz ourselves right back up to the top and say hello to everybody who is here. I've forgotten how to speak. Who is here? So hi Scott, evening Scott, Jane Karma. Hope you guys are all okay. I will be showing off some goodies later, courtesy of a delivery that Scott made a minute ago. Hi Monkey Crossers. This isn't the kazoo round. This is the hi everybody round. Hi Luke. No, it turns out you weren't on your own, you see. You were just very, very keen. But now everyone's joined in. Hi to Larice. Great for you to come back as well. Hello, hello. I think this is the most we've spoken in about 25 years. But it's great that you've joined us tonight. Hi, Bryn. I've already commented on you running to the fridge, but it turns out it's not your fridge. So what you need to do now then, Bryn, is run twice rather than once. So take 2 drinks out of Monkey's fridge for every one you would normally have. Mark, this isn't the kazoo round, but hello to you too. We'll be getting there soon. I did assure you there will be one. Evening to Leon, Danny, and young Eddie there. Hope you guys are all okay. Thanks for coming along. Who else have we got in the Jesus? We've got Amy representing the Luns. Hi, Amy. Jumped in on board there to say hello. Oh, James. Sorry, James, I missed you out as well. Hello, Mr. Larice. Good for you to be here again as well. Yes, so behind me is the doors to DG 3.0. They will look a lot more attractive when they've got the sign on, and we are working on that. But it has been a mad rush to get out of 2 and into 3. It was a very short time span, and tomorrow is going to be a very chaotic day too, as we rampantly get all the shop out and move it all over there. So yes, that's going to be a fun one. So I thought, what better way to break up the absolute chaos that is shifting places than to welcome you guys back to the September edition of the DG Quiz. Rampantly is a great word, and I will continue to use it. So, what have we got tonight? Well, we've got 5 rounds as normal. 5 rounds of ridiculousness. We have got the kazoo round. Yes, round 1 is the kazoo round. We have round 2, which are riddles. Testing your brain with some cheeky riddles. Round 3 is the true or false. That one's nice and self-explanatory. It's either true or it's false. Round 4, I have taken some celebrities and I have clipped their faces to show just one small feature that they have. You need to tell me who it is from the choices that you have on the answer form. And then round 5, I'm loving these Who Said It rounds. This week, who said it? Trump or a movie villain? So, use the word rampantly inappropriately. Okay. By the end of the quiz tonight, I am going to have rampantly used the kazoo in one of my orifices. My mouth. My parents might be watching. So if they are, hi folks. So, drinks and snacks. What's everyone snacking on tonight? I have got, courtesy of that supermarket that Peter Andre likes to shop at, and all mums go there too. I have got a pint of juicy blackcurrant, which actually is starting to taste a bit nicer than Robinson's. And I've also, I had to get one when I saw it in Tesco earlier. I've got the orange twirl to snack on later. And then thanks to the lovely Scott who popped down to see me, himself and Jane have treated me to the Christmas pudding digestive biscuits. So Christmas is coming early, and I'm not afraid to say the C word. So what better way to celebrate Christmas coming early and than to have some Christmas pudding biscuits? Thomas is on board as well. He's made pasta for dinner. Oh, well done, Thomas. I'm hoping you've done more than just pasta. I'm hoping there's something on it. Luke, the round is Trump or insert generic movie villain. So I was not specifying which one because it's a range of them. Larice, you're having gin with a slice of lime. For fibre. I mean, don't turn around and like justify why you put the lime in. Just gin with a slice of lime sounds spot on. I mean, I don't drink, so you know. I'll just say yay. Mark, you're snacking on beer. Don't eat the glass. Save it and just keep filling it. Tom, 2 members down, but we're still quizzing. You are both still representing. Let's see who are the weakest links in the Lund household. Can you two score better than the 4 of you do? Monkey, you're having liquid snacks. Always a winner. Leon, Rachel's Greek yogurt with ginger and a pint of whole milk. Now, Rachel's Greek yogurt, is that the name brand? Or are you talking about your sibling who makes her own Greek yogurt? Because if she does, that sounds amazing. Luke, the Griffiths household are having Mawam, nice. Galaxy, nicer. Maltesers, even better. Crisps, amazing. And no alcohol. That's fine. I haven't got any alcohol either. Thomas, you are definitely the weak links. I don't know. We'll have to see. You'll find out when you get your scores at the end. So, as is always the case, the answer form is on the link in the description and also in the event. We've got a special cameo tonight from the microphone, which bizarrely has now started appearing on the camera after I was adjusting it earlier and sorting it all out. Monkey, you also have random sours. Awesome. I think if you go out and about in Ilkeston, there's a load of random sours wandering around as well, especially now that the pubs have got to shut at 10. We are once again, just for a brief while this week, joined by the wonderful little Pablo, who will be coming and going and running around my feet while his owners are on holiday this week. And I'm pretty sure at any point we will have a ghostly appearance of Lindsay's face, as is often the case on a Saturday night during the quiz. What else have we got? Mark, I've just grump today. Oh, I'm just grump today. What? You're just grumpy? I don't understand. You've got nurglings. You've got nothing to be grumpy about, if that's what you're hinting at. Scott, steak and asparagus. Nice for the steak. Don't know about this, but okay, I'm with you. I'll follow you now, Mark. I can't say I'd have asparagus with my steak, but you know, that sounds amazing. It needs onion rings. Top bands. Thanks, Doris. Took me all day to think of that one. Right, we are going to get started very shortly. It's just really nice to actually see everyone again. Obviously, I can't see you all, but you know, you can see me and I can see your names. So that's good enough for me. Jess is very gullible, Mark. She will believe everything that anyone says. So yes, you do have nurglings. I mean, you don't spend all of your money on nurglings. You spend them on every other kind of nurgle character as well. Right, we are going to make a start then. We have got the kazoo. Now, I saw the comments earlier about whether I have tuned the kazoo in. The fact is that it is the blue kazoo today. So we've got a little blue. Got a little bit of blue. Bit of blue for the dads. 10 tracks, 10 songs, tracks. Yeah. 10 attempts at 10 different songs. All you need to do is name the song. So, without further ado, after 2 months... Oh, actually, before we do, sorry, I'm just going to comment on the 2 months ago, right? So at the end of July, we did the charity quiz. And I said it back then, but then it's kind of like dawned on me that over the course of the 3 months that everything, well, the apocalypse was here, we raised a phenomenal £1,379 for charity across the 2 quizzes and the 24-hour. And that for me was just unbelievable. I don't think I have ever raised that much in a year for anything. I only tend to do a 24-hour once a year, and then at Christmas time I often say to people, don't buy me cards, give me some money for charity instead. It never even touches a small portion of how much we raised over those 3 months. So you guys who are watching tonight, I know a lot of you actually donated and contributed, and it means an enormous amount to me. So thank you very much. So without further ado, we're going to now get started with round 1, which is the music round, as I watch Pablo run off with Lindsay's shoe. So, round number 1 then. Are we ready? So, this is the first one. I'm not going to do any more because that's too obvious. Too obvious. Not going to do any more. I might not even do it a second time. Yeah, why not? So I'm not going to comment on whether it's actually tuned or not. I'm going to leave that to you guys. It's not William Shatner. Mark, I'm going to tell you right now, I read what you put earlier. I'm very sorry. There are no White Comanche references tonight. There are no questions about White Comanche. No answers are White Comanche. And there is no appearance of the Shat. I'm very sorry. There is no White Comanche, no. Not tonight. I'm not going to lie. Up until like 11 o'clock this morning, I hadn't even finished the quiz. Because of everything that's been going off this week. Normally I've had it done a few days ago. Number 2. In the background, you got a... It's something like that. Nothing like that, to be fair. That sounded dreadful. Do I dream of kazoo? No, monkey, but I do like to paint them like my French instruments. Considering way back when we first used to do these quizzes and I had the kazoo and the dog used to go absolutely bat insane. Actually quite impressed that he's right now just looking at me going, yeah, this again. I am well up for doing a kazoo choir. I have enough spare kazoos going around to share. I don't use them. They're all sealed. Number 3. Stop. Well, I mean, it's obvious what it is anyway, but. Well, I mean, it looks like I'm causing some kind of an issue between Monkey and Mark here, that Monkey's willing to play my kazoo, and Mark's now feeling slightly jealous. Tom, Napoleon is one thing. I've got a Napoleon. That's a totally different thing. Sounds to me like a lot of behind-the-scenes kazoo blowing goes on. That's fair enough. Everyone just play each other's kazoos. It's the way the world's going now. We're already going to hell. We may as well just share kazoos and have done with it. Number 4. Yeah, have fun with that one. Guys, let's not get ourselves into a kazoo slapping competition. Come on. Do you know what, Mark? That very conversation was only had the other day with one of my friends who commented on that. It was on the Windows 95 installation CD, just to show the quality of their video. Okay, I genuinely couldn't remember if I'd done this one, and to be quite honest, I couldn't be bothered to go through the 18 previous quizzes to find out if I had. So I thought, I'm just gonna do it again anyway. If I have, oh well. So, number 5. Bryn, it's not the size of your kazoo. It's how well you can hum into it. I had a very, very similar kind of thought about number 6 as to whether I'd already done that one before. I'll do number 5 again though. And so the discussions turn into how small and offensive each other's kazoos are. Be thankful that it's not blue. All I'm saying. Number 6. Again, I'm only going to do kind of like the little the back in, because you'll get it from that. Oh man, I could not hit that then. Not Ronikoff. Oh man, that was number 6. And I've now got to attempt to do it another time. So that was number 6. Next, we are heading on to, unsurprisingly, a number 7. Hello, HS. What did I miss? What did I miss? Sweet Virginia, my home sweet home, I want to give you a kiss. What did you miss? You've missed me attempting 6 tunes on the kazoo terribly. That's what you missed. So nothing, basically. And I'm and Amy, right? I hope you appreciated that. Then come on, get some credit for that one. I hope. Number 7. It's at that point Leigh knew he'd messed up because I wasn't supposed to do that part. That's too obvious. That's the bit I should have done. Don't worry, Amy. I think I'm on a delay in everything, not just on here, but in life in general, because it pops up in 3 different places at 3 different times for me. So you may as well have put it, and then I didn't see it until it popped up at exactly the same point. How are we still talking about kazoo sizes? It's not the size of the man's kazoo, it's how hard you hum into it. Number 8. Thanks, Amy. Cheers. This one, I actually said the name of it then. So I don't know how obscure the song is, really, to be fair. I absolutely love the song, but I don't know how many people will have heard of it. So I thought I'd do a little bit more of it this time. So I'm assuming then that HS is Helen. Hi, Helen. Bryn suggested it was modern. Okay. Next up. Oh, I've got a tickle under my nose. Number 9. This one's going to be too obvious. I haven't done any prints yet. Luke, you're quite right. Tom, you're about 50-50 with the answers so far. Really missing your other half. Aww. Now, I'm assuming you meant the other half of the team, but actually, if you just break that up into 2 sets, aww, that's really sweet. You've just been publicly awed. Can we have 5 again for Hey Jess to tell me the answer? Number 5, one more time. Oh, Tom, you're getting a double aw now. Either meaning would be beneficial at the moment. Aww. I'd give you a hug, but only because I know how uncomfortable it might make you feel. And also Rona. So I won't. Number 10. Is number 5 a song with whistling in it? No, but it is connected to a big red bus, as a bit of a clue. A film involving a big red bus. Number 10. I am not talking about the parody. I want the name of the original. I don't think it does have whistling in it. I'm literally going over number 5 in my head, and I'm thinking, oh, I'm sure it doesn't have whistling in it. A little bit more of number 5. I'm going to fast forward a bit. The dog's quietly just going, you know what? I'm out. I'm out. As off he wanders. Okay, so that's the end of round 1. Oh my word. Helen, come on. You were... Oh, Helen, you were supposed to be the one sane, you know, normal one. And then you turn around and put, it's White Comanche. All hope and faith is now gone. And don't even dab, right? No. Noddy. No. Right then. Round 2. We are going to move on swiftly to round 2. Test your brains. We will then have a brief intermission. And then we'll be on to round 3, which is the true or false. So, round 2 then is the riddles round. Leigh, Stone, come on. It's been like nearly 25 years. I will add another 25 on if you carry on dabbing. So, number 11, the riddles round. The first of the riddles, number 11. All I need from you is the answer. Oh, do you know what? 3 dabs. That's it. Good night, everyone. Are they still there? Can't tell if they're still there or not. I might have to go back and have a look. I think they might still be there. I hope you've learnt your lesson. Naughty. Do you know what? Just keep doing it, because every time you dab in emoji, you have to like the video, and then YouTube can monetize us based on the number of dab emojis and not over the number of likes and views. Oh, you're all gits. Every single one of you. Bryn, I'm glad you are, because the worst thing that could happen is if I was to join in as well. There we go. Right, okay, round 2. Oh, I do believe I've frozen. Nope, I'm back. Okay, so my screen is freezing. Nothing else. Round number 2 then, the riddles. Let's have a look. Helen, that sounds like a great idea. I am well up for a charity event where every time you dab, you have to donate £1. Sounds great to me. So, round number 2 then is riddles. I'm going to give you a question or a riddle. All I need from you is the answer. So, let's get started. Number 11. Are we ready? I will lean in. Make it seem a little bit more informal. Sam's mother has 5 children. March, April, May, June. What is the name of the 5th child? It's worth noting at this point, these questions will not be repeated. But maybe I will once more anyway. Sam's mother has 5 children. March, April, May and June. What is the name of the 5th child? Sorry to disappoint you there, Mark. But it's not from the Anglo-Saxon Book of Riddles. And also, I will get something from Bryn because he did pay his quiz fee tonight. So we've made something. Okay, this next one might cause some arguments when you put your answers in and it tells you that you might have been wrong. But I'm going with the one that I found. So, number 12. What goes up but never comes down? What goes up but never comes down? It is not Viagra. Bryn, you do indeed. And yes, Monkey, you are right. Bryn also adds postage. A broken stair lift does indeed go up and doesn't come down. It's not the right answer though, but good effort, Helen. This is as opposed to what comes down and never goes up, and that is no. I'm not gonna no. I'm not gonna say in case my parents are watching. I'm not gonna make any comment about Ilkeston women, not including you, Louise. Don't worry. Number 13. What word is pronounced the same if you take away 4 of its 5 letters? Number 13. What word is pronounced the same if you take away 4 of its 5 letters? Yeah, GW prices really do go up and never come down. Although with the rise of 3D printing, they might have to start. We were having this discussion with Scott earlier. They might have to start looking at their prices again. Incidentally, if anybody wants to buy and donate the Smaug Dragon from Games Workshop, a bargain at 340 quid, we'll paint it up and put it on display. So if anyone wants to buy us and donate that to us, we'd love that. Ridiculous price. Fantastic model, ridiculous price. Number 13 again then. What word is pronounced the same if you take away 4 of its 5 letters? You all time to have a think about that one. Number 14. This one. Yeah. Even I was, as I worked this one out, I was struggling. Let's see how you guys get on. Am I just being thick? Number 14 then. What's the least number of chairs you would need at a table to sit 4 fathers, 2 grandfathers, and 4 sons? What's the least number of chairs you would need at a table to sit 4 fathers, 2 grandfathers, and 4 sons? One more time. What's the least number of chairs you would need at a table to sit 4 fathers, 2 grandfathers, and 4 sons? Helen, the women in this family had more sense than to try and squash onto the least number of chairs, and they all just went and got 1 each. They use their sense. Leon, 11-1 is a good answer, but 12 might be closer. Zero, they can all stand up. That's a smart aleck answer, Tom, but it's not correct. Oh, Leon, more than current social distancing measures allow for. It depends. As long as one group of 6 is at least 2 meters away from the rest of them, technically they're all right. As long as they're not inside a house. I didn't specify where they were, you see. Could be in a restaurant. As it happens, the one thing I am very excited about in DG 3.0 is that at 2.0 we could only fit 6 people in the main room now under the current distancing measures and the restrictions of groups of 6. However, once we start being able to do food and drink at 3.0, we can have you in clusters of 6, and we can potentially have 2 groups of 6 to start with, possibly even 3 by the end of it. There's a lot of space in there, and I promise at some point this week I will do a walk around on the Facebook page and let you all have a little sneak peek. It will be open from Tuesday for people to come and collect orders, but not for gaming at the minute. Number 15. What has many keys but can't open a single lock? What has many keys but can't open a single lock? Mark, I know you popped into 2.0 for the last time today. Yeah. There are a few people who are coming in tomorrow to help carry some stuff. But yeah, they'll be the last people to be in 2.0. The last person, that honour will go to James on Monday when he sits at a lone table and a lone chair and finds himself ringing around all the people who do the bills to get them all switched off. So James will be the ultimate last person. Scott, multiple answers to that one. For how many keys but can't open a single lock? There might be, but I'll use my judgment when I mark them as to whether I change it and correct it or not. I'll see if it's in the right area of the answer I've got. Number 15, one more time. What has many keys but can't open a single lock? Can you write multiple? I can only take a single answer. I will say that the keys is spelt like the jangly keys that open a door. So any play on words that involve a key as in a Q-U-A-Y, no, it's not the right, that's not that kind of key. Number 16. Yeah, Jane popped in and had her first and last visits 2.0 today. She got to see what it looked like before, and then she gets the excitement of seeing what it looks like next. A canal master with no arms definitely can't open any locks. Right then, so number 16. I am an odd number. Take away a letter and I become even. What number am I? I am an odd number. Take away a letter and I become even. What am I? Just very quickly had to amend an answer on the answer form, and I was slightly worried that I'd like mapped it to a key, and when I pressed it, it was about to change the screen. But we're good. That's why there's a sudden look of on my face. I am an odd number. Take away a letter and I become even. What number am I? I was going to start by just saying, I am odd. But I figured that statement spoke for itself, so it wasn't worth mentioning. Number 17, another one that may cause some disputes with the answer. What can fill a room but takes up no space? What can fill a room but takes up no space? Canal Masters are a thing in the Canal RPG. The fact that there is a Canal RPG has already intrigued me. Mark, send me more information. I want to know about a Canal RPG. There are far too many roleplay games I'm excited about coming out that I'm buying. Actually, I'm buying them to read the book, but I actually just want to play it. I want someone else to buy it. What can fill a room but takes up no space? Number 18. You stare at me, but I don't blush. You switch me off when you're in a rush. What am I? You stare at me, but I don't blush. You switch me off when you're in a rush. What am I? Luke, I can only assume that that sword and the cross swords is a reference to Zweihander, the RPG you're currently chewing your way through. I've got 10 candles I'm ongoing and doing, and the fact that it's now getting darker earlier, I'm getting incredibly excited about the Derby Jail 10 candles session at the end of October, especially as it's Halloween themed. I'm chewing through Monster of the Week, which I still need to run a session of at some point. Scum and Villainy, which is a gang in space like a Han Solo-esque kind of story RPG. I want to buy the Sea of Thieves one. There's the new Bunkers and Badasses from Borderlands RPG, which I really, really want, but more to play than to actually own. I've got the Star Wars RPG I still haven't yet run a game of because the world shut down before I could do it. So yeah, it's Monster of the Week, Larisse. So essentially, Monster of the Week is it's not quite Scooby-Doo. You are trying to solve something that's happening, and it's normally based off some kind of a B-movie monster. And you have a time scale in which to do it. And I have a checklist of things I've designed that are going to happen throughout the story. And they lead you inevitably towards the end. And you have to try and solve it, basically. And that's the kind of the game. It's a very simple system. Very easy to set a character up. It's just being able to do it. I suppose the joy of an RPG is you don't have to have a very big group. So actually, a group of 6 with face masks, as we do in DG anyway, could potentially run some of these. So it's something for me to get my head around and try and do. But as it happens, at the end of October, we do have the Derby Jail session, which is a Halloween special. We're hoping to run 2 groups of 6 that night, one in one part of the jail and another in the condemned cell, or potentially in the museum part. There's a room for 2 groups in there that we are currently in the midst of trying to sort out. Like a simpler and more fun D&D. To be honest, Larisse, Jono, who we know from school, runs our D&D campaigns, and he makes them very, very simple and very cinematic. He likes to tell a great story. He doesn't worry about the maths. He basically says, what do you want to do? I turn around and say, I want to throw half of a sheep at this wizard. He says, roll a dice. I get a 20. He says, you just did it. That's basically how he does it. Mark, my daughter's interested in the Star Wars. She played the solo one in the rulebook today. Fantastic. The one I've got is the old D6 system. It's the old, but it's like the 30th anniversary version of it. Sorry, I'm totally detouring off the riddles right now. I'm just answering questions on RPGs. Let's wait till the intermission. We'll talk about role plays then. For now, though, number 17 was what can fill a room but takes up no space. Let's get through these last 3, and then we will have a... fantastic, Mark. So it was the D6 book. Brilliant. I've created my own Game Master screen for that as well. I can't wait to run it. Number 18 was you stare at me, but I don't blush. You switch me off when you're in a rush. What am I? Number 19. Okay, this one's got lots of possibilities for what the answer could be. Bear with this one. Oh yeah, Mark, you did. I'm such an idiot. Sorry, Mark, you did send them me, and I built the screen from it. Number 19. What is small, has a tail, a head, is brown, but has no legs? What is small, has a tail, a head, is brown, but has no legs? James did that at a Dungeon Master didn't end well. We did not cover ourselves in glory. Yeah. It's good when you've got a Dungeon Master who likes to tell the story over the maths. That's what makes a big difference, I think. We see a range of different games at DG, and some players come out absolutely buzzing from it because they told a fantastic story, and others are kind of like, yeah, it was all right. I think sometimes it's because the maths takes over the storyline. I can't say what people think of 10 Candles. They seem to come out enjoying it. I try to vary it, but how many times can you kill multiple people in one story in different and creative ways? Because inevitably everybody dies. So number 19, one more time. What is small, has a tail, a head, is brown, but has no legs? And last of all, number 20. What has 13 hearts but no other organs? What has 13 hearts but no other organs? That is the end of round 2. What has 13 hearts but no organs? I've just had confirmation from Jess, who I know isn't on tonight because she is travelling from the shop today. She had the wonderfully tedious job of baggying up over 150 paints into individual bags. And bless her, she has smashed through most of them. Tom, we had done number 18 already. I realised when I started reading it. Right then, folks. Well, we like being anal, don't we? Well, is that the RPG? Did you just put C on it for instead and changed it to canal? Because anal RPG is not something I'm interested in looking at personally. I'd just make an ass of myself. It is time to go to the toilet, folks. Fatal is the anal RPG. I've never played Fatal. Right, I am going to flick on the intermission. Go and get yourselves, just so my ugly mug goes hiding. I've noticed my ear, not on that side, that side. This ear keeps vanishing. Go off and get yourselves a drink. Scratch your bum. Get a snack. I'll be back in a bit. See you later. I am technically still here. I've not gone anywhere. I just couldn't bother to be on screen for a bit.
Welcome to intermission.
Also gives me time to open up my my Birmingham-based chocolatier snacky treat that's combined with orange.
Yeah, intermission.
Going for a poo. See you in 2. I always forget about him, and then I suddenly see it. I always forget about it. Well, forgot to switch the thing down. I actually keep the thread going, the stream, on my phone. Helps me see if it pauses at any point. I totally forgot Greg's name. The Greg. I'm Greg. Sorry, folks. I'm very unprofessionally going to carry on eating this because these are fantastic. They do taste. It tastes like Terry's decided to go, yeah, let's do it, and combined it with a twirl. Really good. Twirl orange, Mark. I got it from Tesco Express. Big Tesco didn't have them. So yeah, back to role-playing games. They're not Terry's, they're mine. So yeah, back to role-playing games. If you are interested, the atmosphere is unbelievable. Amy was at the last one that we did at the end of August, and the jail is a fantastic place to hold a role-playing game. We did 10 candles with a small fire by the light of the candles within the jail itself. And I did a slightly different twist to the game this time round, and we did it. But it was great because Richard Felix, the man himself, was on hand to actually give some insight into the running of it. Mark, to be honest, the masks kept coming off anyway because there's a bar there. So, sorry, I'm still eating that chocolate. So we kept having, like, the masks were occasionally coming off while people had drinks. And to be fair, there was enough space for everyone to actually be at a decent distance apart. There was more space in that room. Especially with 6 people now, including me. There'd be more people, more space for people in that room than you'd probably find in your average pub now. But yeah, it was a great atmosphere. It was fantastic. And the fact it's now, like I say, getting darker earlier. I mean, we started at 6:30, went on till 9:30, 10 o'clock time. And just watching it get darker and darker, and the lights were getting dimmer as well. It was fantastic. It was unbelievable. So I do recommend that. We are planning one at the end of October. Keep your eyes open. We're going to try and do them once a month, and then once we get into the new year, I'm going to try it a little bit more frequently because, like, they're just brilliant. And at 15 quid, I mean, I realised I was hosting it, so I didn't have to pay 15. But everybody who I spoke to, or has fed back to me, have said that for £15 for 3 hours in Derby Jail, it was unbelievable. I think the next one has sold out. That was the one that was going to be this Wednesday just gone. We'd sold 4 of the 6 tickets, but then because everything was moving and it was a bit chaotic, I contacted those 4 and refunded them. And so now next month's hasn't actually gone up yet. It says sold out, but that's only because at the minute I haven't fully finalised the date. And then it'll be back up and it'll be available. So, yeah. However, I'm not going to lie to you. It's freaky as hell when you spend a night in a jail, an evening, talking about ghosty things, and then you get home and the next day at the shop, a toolbox sat back in a chair tips itself over in the middle of the floor in a room that nobody was in. And then on Friday morning, 2 days after, me and Lindsay are sat in a chair in the back room, and a balloon we had for our anniversary decides to pop itself under from the kitchen and take a wander around the room. That was weird. So, you know, I think I brought something back with me, but whatever it was, or whoever it was, should I say, don't seem to have bothered me since. So it's all good. It wasn't a red balloon, and we definitely didn't have 99 of them. Bryn's keen, you're keen. Monkey could be tempted if there was a kazoo. Monkey, if you come along, I will play the kazoo for you. I'll even ask Richard Felix to play the kazoo for you. Keep posted. Maurice 10 Candles is brilliant. Over the next couple of weeks, once 3.0 is up and running, I'm going to start to try and do a lot more videos for YouTube and Facebook where we are talking through a lot of these games and explaining how they work. Because quite frankly, there are a lot of videos on YouTube about 10 Candles, and they don't all quite give you that full kind of feel as to what the game's about. But yeah, I know that, like I say, Amy's played it, Luke's played it. Both very different games, actually. Luke's game didn't quite go the way that a normal game would go. Got quite weird at some points. But but yeah, it can be serious, it can be stupid. But yes. Trust me, when we get down to 4 candles, we definitely always do. 4 candles. So, let's move swiftly on. We're going to go on to round 3 now. This one's spread across 2 pages, so I need to have my wits about me. So, round number 3 is true or false. And so, in this round, I will simply read the statement or the question. It's generally a statement, to be fair, because that's how they work. And you say either true or false. So, number 21. Crikey, we're only on 21. I'm very sorry. It's been so long. I've only had Lindsay to talk to and a few people at the shop. Yeah, Scott, it's not a popular subject. It's just a very talked about moment in that particular game of 10 Candles, where Zach's character had a certain goal he had to achieve by the end of the story, and Luke was the willing or unwilling participant in that said bit. Number 21 then, true or false? England was the first country to recognise Ireland's independence. England was the first country to recognise Ireland's independence. Yes, Helen. 11 internet people today. To be fair, the fact that I hadn't got myself organised enough and actually put this up in advance is my fault, really, as to why we've only got 11. Last minute Larry. So number 21. England was the first country to recognise Ireland's independence. Yeah, you're right, Bryn. The best 11. Absolutely. There would be 13 if Mark and Sue were here as well. No, Helen. 11's good. But, I mean, again, I was pretty cack at actually promoting this in advance. I told everyone it was coming back, and then I didn't get myself sorted and actually do it. I mean, to be fair, you've got to start somewhere. And if you're streaming and it's only 2 people, even if they're regular, that's good enough. At the end of the day, we don't do this to get the viewer count up. We do this to give you guys some entertainment. If 2 of you turned up, I'd be happy with that. Number 22. In the 1830s, ketchup was sold as a medicine. In the 1830s, ketchup was sold as a medicine. Cheers, Bryn. Larice, there's 2 of you and a cat. That's right, Larice, James, and a cat. I can't even count the dog as listening tonight. He really does not care. He's fast on. No, Biggest Dickers is not here tonight. If he had, he'd have popped up and started telling us he lived somewhere ridiculous. So no. Clearly his Saturday night turned out to be a lot more quality than ours. Or he, caught Rona. I don't know. Who knows? So 22, in the 1830s, ketchup was sold as a medicine. Wouldn't work for me. In the 1830s, if I'd gone to the doctors, I'd be dead by now. Well, to be fair, I'd be dead by now anyway. But I'd have been dead by 1831. 23. The first ever US consumer product to be sold in the Soviet Union was a McDonald's. The first ever United States-based consumer product to be sold in the Soviet Union was a McDonald's. True or false? I know that normally I do the whole good night thing and switch the stream off, and then I wait 30 seconds and I come back on again. I'm just going to say in advance, I am going to do that tonight. But in that time, we're going to have a chat about what everyone's been up to. So if you are sticking around when I say good night and goodbye, and then I don't actually go and I do come back, be having to think about keeping me updated, and I'll have a catch up on what you've been up to. 24. It's illegal to drink beer out of a bucket while you're sitting on the curb in St. Louis. I thought I'd pick some obscure American-based ones. It's illegal to drink beer out of a bucket while you're sitting on the curb in St. Louis. Or St. Louis. You know what? I'm staring at it now and I'm doubting myself. Bud Wise. What's up? It may well be fine out of a shoe. Thanks, Helen. It's not even late. It's been a long week. I'm tired. I can't word right tonight. Always full of rubbish excuses. But I can't. Okay, number 25. A jiffy is an actual unit of time for 1/100th of a second. A jiffy is an actual unit of time for 1/100th of a second. We're there in a jiffy. Pronounced Louis like French. Saint Louis like French. "26. You are born with 300 bones. But when you get to be an adult, you only have 206. I'll react to that in a minute more. You're born with 300 bones. But when you get to be an adult, you only have 206. True or false? I will not drink it from a shoe. I will not drink it in the loo. "27. Butterflies rest with their wings open. Butterflies rest with their wings open. Page 2. Butterflies rest with their wings open. We're going back to the United States of America for number 28. In Cleveland, Ohio, it's illegal to catch mice without a license. Do you know what? John Krasinski did some good news. Maybe we need to do some good DG news. We should highlight the great things that our DG community do every week. And I'll do it live from the shop because that'll make it easier for me to have to try and do it here every week. But number 28. In Cleveland, Ohio, it's illegal to catch mice without a license. It's just made me think about that episode of... It's not an episode. It's not a TV show. BBC News. There was a presenter and he didn't have his iPad. And he's stood holding a book. I can't remember what it is. I think it's like a catalogue or something. It's worth having a look at. It's just quite funny watching this newsreader stood there just with this book, and he looks so awkward. It's brilliant because he'd forgot his iPad and just had to pick something up. Ah, dear. Not a Ronakoff. 29. Sorry, I'll do that one again. I don't even know if I did 28. 28. In Cleveland, Ohio, it's illegal to catch mice without a license. In Cleveland, Ohio, it's illegal to catch mice without a license. I'm going to try and do some kind of a newsreader's spin from camera 1 to camera 2 in a minute. Let's see how this goes. Number 29. Wikiphobia is a fear of woods. Wikiphobia is a fear of woods. I've not opened them yet, Scott, but there's no alcohol in there. I was going to wait till the end of this round, then it's going to happen. It was going to happen at the end of the round. Wikiphobia is the fear of woods. It's the fear of woods. Surely that's the fear of killing dogs. I'm trying to think. That wouldn't that be? Oh, no. I don't know what I was about to say then. It's gonna be like Musker hands. The what was in those twirls? I don't know. I'm getting tired. I think fear of garden furniture. Brilliant. I think I'm just like hitting the wall after driving an hour to Trentham and back again later on. I think my brain is currently on shutdown mode. Yeah, everyone gets to slowly watch a guy have a breakdown. Number 30. Sorry, hang on. Camera switch. Number 30. The queen bee lays up to 200,000 eggs in 1 year. You see, now I am not doing a Greg because I've made it further than question 3. So don't start that, Scott. I'm wagging my finger at you now. I'm old Greg. The queen bee lays up to 200,000 eggs in 1 year. True or false? That said, the camera switch is really making me giggle. Helen, are you as drunk as the rest of them? That's all I have to ask. Monkey, quick question. Okay, normally you follow that up with the question. Go, shoot. Is this the Kazoo round? What? How dare? What? Okay. Now live on the internet. How many people can say right now they are watching a near 39-year-old bloke, 39 in 3 months, all presents and cards accepted, eat a biscuit live on... Oh, Amy, what was the mice question? Good question. It was number 28. In Cleveland, Ohio, it's illegal to catch mice without a license. In Cleveland, Ohio, it's illegal to catch mice without a license. You're welcome. at first, when you open the packet, you get this overwhelming scent of spices and a pinch of cinnamon. And then the first bite transforms you to that wonderful morning, of Christmas morning, when you wake up and you can smell the mince pies as they cook. And then the flavour hits you, and you get this scintillating taste of the mince within a mince pie. Oh, it's divine. I tell you, it's divine. And then the palate just feels festive. It's really bloody good. That's what I'm going to say. I almost feel like I spoilt it then by washing it down. Scott, you need to say where you got them from, because like a bit fluffy in my face. They're good. So, Orange Twirls Christmas Pudding Digestives. They come DG approved. And we're back to camera one. Okay. Do they taste like mince pie or Christmas pudding? They taste like a mince pie with a bit of cinnamon in it. So I think it's a little bit of both. I'm tasting more mince pie than Christmas pudding. But then I've only had one. So I'll let you know when I get halfway down the packet. Okay. This is where it's going to get fun, because I don't know if it's going to be right. ASMR quiz. No, just an ass quiz. Let's just run by an ass. I'm hoping you actually got yourself a packet, Scott. I mean, I appreciate that you brought these to me. They are phenomenal. But I hope you got yourself a packet, because frankly, I'm not sharing. Okay, so not the last round. This round, round 4, is the picture round. And so I have got a few faces that I'm going to show you, and you need to work out from the body part who it is. Oh, Scott, you didn't get yourself any. You muppet. Why would you do that? Hang on, Mark is. Fill in the gap. Right, folks. What is Mark? Hang on. Mark is. Oh, delayed. Oh, in that case then. Fridge run for Bryn. Go and empty Monkey's fridge. I'm going to have another biscuit. Let's see if the second one tastes like a mince pie. No, it's definitely mince pie. I'm definitely tasting mince pie. It looks like a Jaffa cake, so it's a chocolate digestive. That's why, Helen. Right then. Let's move on to round number 4. Guess the celebrity from the body part round. I didn't really come up with a creative title for this one. Well, Helen, what can I say? I must be posh because I am very thick. Let's move on to the picture right now then. So we've got some body parts. Tell me who they are. Please be the first one. Yes! Okay, so who dis? Who dis? You've got a few choices there. I can't remember who they are. $32. $33. Don't know when you drop the kazoo. Bugger. $34. Okay, that's I can't do anymore. Not Rona. Number 35. There we go. Aye. I can't even remember the theme to Paddington. So I can't do Paddington. Oh, here's one. Here's an obscure kazoo one. Who can comment on who this is? On what the TV show is? I actually can't believe that I have got more hair on my face than this person has. Look at that peach fuzz. If we went out in the breeze that we've currently got here at the minute, it'd be gone. I can say that the NHS Test and Trace app, I used it today. It only asks you for the first part of your postcode. So for me, it was obviously the 2 letters and the first number of my postcode. That's all it asked. So it's not really collecting an awful lot of data. And then I switched notifications off, so it's become irrelevant anyway using it. But we've set it up in the shop. We have to have it. So we are doing. Here's number 37. Let's have a look. Why do they need a postcode? I don't know. I thought it was like the postcode lottery. They'll like randomly select a postcode and go, "Congrats, you've won Rona." By the way, tell your friends you've got Rona. Wallace and Gromit. 38. $39. Or, oh, I've got to remember it. T-U-R-T-L-E power. Yeah, Amy, I will be struggling a bit on the high notes when you've literally been playing it for most of the night. It's a struggle. And last but not least, 40. Practice makes perfect. Yep. And I'm not going to bother practicing. 40 looks sad. But you know, the key question is he a good actor or a bad actor? Not Rona. T-U-R-T-L-E power. What was the other one? Go ninja, go ninja, go! Go ninja, go ninja, go! Oh, those Turtles films. They were terrible but fantastic. So that was round 4, the picture round. So, Mark, I watched Nick Cage in Mandy the other night. I mean, is that a leaked video we all need to know about? Because frankly, I don't want to see it. Has his iPhone app been it? Is Apple? Is this Apple ID? Oh, you know what? I don't know what it is. Has there been a leak? iCloud. Has his iCloud been hacked? Is that what it is? The moment's past now. Leigh, shut up. So, we're on to the last round. Oh, yay! It's the general consensus I hear around. So, as we approach the final furlong, let's rattle on to the last one. So the last round is who said it? Was it Donald Trump or was it a movie villain? Scott, I'm so far from Greg, right? I'm so far from the brink of Greg. It's gonna be a long coming week, especially after the previous week, but you know, I am not gonna Greg it yet. Okay, so round 5. Who said it? Oh. So Helen, a bit of background. When I did the intermission, at the very end was a guy called. There was a picture of a man in a pink shirt. His name is Greg. We tried to do a Red Dwarf virtual quiz, and Greg was the host. Greg did 3 practice questions, didn't tell us how the quiz worked, and then I think it was the actual questions. We got to question 4, and the app we were told to use crashed. He then felt that because there were too many people on the YouTube channel, he shut the live stream down and moved it onto Facebook. There wasn't too many people, but it made the app crash. So then he moved on to into the Facebook page. From the Facebook page, they then tried a different place to use the app. That app crashed on question 6, and after 40 minutes, he gave up. and that face at the end of the intermission is the face he pulled when he decided to admit defeat and shut the whole thing down. Bless him. So that was Greg. So while people go out and get their drinks, let's let you listen to the intermission and check out the face on Greg at the end. See you in a bit.
Welcome to intermission.
It's only a nightmare, Helen, if you didn't know what you were doing. And look at me. I totally know what I'm doing. And there was Greg. Oh. Linz, I'm going to call you over.
No, you're not.
Yeah, I am.
No, you're not.
Come on.
No.
Okay, you can stand off camera. Come and stand here, right? Stand here. Try this biscuit. Give the world your verdict on the Christmas pudding biscuit. So, she's already made a brief appearance now. We've seen her in her dressing gown. So you've heard my verdicts. She's currently in the midst of pelicaning it. So, Linz, after your initial bite, talk us through how you're feeling.
I think it's a pretty good, version of Christmas pudding, but it's not my cup of tea. You can have that bit back. Thank you so much, Scott.
So, on the plus side, Lindsay didn't like it. Because on the plus side, that means I get to have them. Yay! Amy says, poor you. Don't sympathise with her.
Thank you, Amy. Thank you.
I've deliberately muted it so you can't say thank you to Amy.
Oh.
So, yeah, Lindsay gives it a solid 4 out of 10. I give it a solid 10 out of 10 for a Christmas pudding biscuit that for me tastes like mince pie. So, yeah, there we are. Right, so round 5 then. let's get started. Yeah, poor old Greg. He drank too many Shoe Baileys. Oh, that was painful. Watching Greg have a meltdown. Yeah. He actually deleted all footage and all reference to the quiz. Vanished. Scott's going to keep his eyes peeled for an amaretto one for you. Eggnog flavoured. But yeah, Greg was just in a bad way. And he removed all traces of everything he ever did then until about 2 weeks later. Then he popped back again. Anyway, enough about Greg. Enough about biscuits. Let's get diving in. Digestive crossed with sausage roll. That sounds like it could be quite nice, to be fair. I'll work on it. Round 5 then. Who said it? Donald Trump or a movie villain of some descript? Oh my god, there are literally shoes everywhere. This bloody dog. Right. 41 then. Here's the quote. Who said it? Incidentally, since Lindsay tasted the biscuit, our viewer count has gone up to 13 now. So 2 people have jumped on board to watch Lindsay take a bite out of a biscuit off camera. Number 41. Be good in school and don't do crack. It's a ghetto drug. Who said it? Donald Trump or a movie villain? 41. Be good in school and don't do crack. It's a ghetto drug. Oh, definitely more biscuits. I'm going to eat the one Lindsay left. Wasteful little devil. If the people from McVitie's came on, 3 of them have just dropped out. So the best 11 aren't even there anymore now. It's the even better 10. Charity stream, eating various different types of biscuit. So number 41, be good in school, don't do crack, it's a ghetto drug. Number 42, I could stand in the middle of 5th Avenue, shoot somebody, and I wouldn't lose any voters. You know, Helen, you could put crosses on speakerphone. Yeah. I do seem to have a lot of biscuits during the quizzes, but, you know, I need it for the substance. If you ever pop into DG, and I'm over there on a Saturday, the likelihood is there's a biscuit hanging out of my mouth at some point during the games I'm playing. Number 42, I could stand in the middle of 5th Avenue, shoot somebody, and I wouldn't lose any voters. Helen, I mean, I think you're pretty hip. You've just put YouTube as YT. That's pretty hip. Just saying. Number 43. Hey, you created me. I didn't create some loser alter ego to make myself feel better. Take some responsibility. Hey, you created me. I didn't create some loser alter ego to make myself feel better. Take some responsibility. Clearly biscuit tasting is some kind of a remit I need to tap into here. DG Biscuit Guide. Biscuit gaming. Digestive gaming. DG. Oh, like they do cheese and wine, or wine with fish. I could suggest the best type of biscuit to accompany a game. I have to say I've never played Among Us now. Number 44. The beauty of me is that I'm very rich. The beauty of me is that I'm very rich. Ooh, Werewolf on a PC. Oh, Werewolf is great. What biscuit for Gloomhaven? Ah, right. Okay, so Gloomhaven. Requires a lot of thought. It's quite an in-depth game. Needs a lot of commitment to it. So it would have to be a rugged biscuit that takes a lot of, So Gloomhaven, I think, not quite a biscuit. I'll have to do confectionery. I would say it is a Tunnock caramel wafer. Because it's got like a little bit of chew to it. You have to really kind of chew at it and grind at it. But you have a great sense of satisfaction when you finish it. So for me, Gloomhaven, double chocolate caramel wafer from Tunnock. Chocky Hobnob's pretty good too, actually. That might work. 44. The beauty of me is that I'm very rich. Incidentally though, Gloomhaven, fantastic game. Just a shame that I can't actually play it at the minute with the guys who I normally get a game with. Number 45. East, west, just points of the compass. Each as stupid as the other. Don't mess with Cthulhu. Oh, that sounds really interesting, actually. I do heartily recommend. We didn't play test this at all. It's a very quick, fast-paced game. Very fun. Very madcap. Brilliant game. The first card played could win the game, or it could potentially go up to at least 10 minutes. Number 45 again. East, west, just points of the compass. Each as stupid as the other. Okay. Among Us sounds quite good, actually, then. I like the sound of that. Well, actually, I think Among Us is the one that they've said that they're not going to do a sequel because the game is so kind of low grade. They want to pump as much as they can into the current game to make it better. That they're not going to make a sequel for it. They're just going to try and improve on the first one. I think I read an article about it. Number 46. You are not a beautiful and unique snowflake. You are not a beautiful and unique snowflake. Mark, it wasn't the BBC, actually. I can't remember what it was on. It was like an online game thing. I want to say IGN mentioned it. I can't remember what it was, though. I go through a lot of gaming websites to have a look at stuff that's going off. And then I read articles and they all merge into one. Bryn, thanks for the offer of playing Gloomhaven with me. It's a chunky beast of a game. 46. You are not a beautiful and unique snowflake. 47. A real native is someone who is willing to die fighting for his country. There's nothing more to it. A real native is someone who is willing to die fighting for his country. There's nothing more to it. We're down to our last 3. 48. The point is, you can never be too greedy. The point is, you can never be too greedy. Number 49, ploughing on to the finish line. 49, you're not the voice of the people. I am the voice of the people. The people speak through me, not you. You are not the voice of the people. I am the voice of the people. The people speak through me, not you. Trump or villain? And number 50, last but not least. You know, it really doesn't matter what they write, as long as you've got a young and beautiful piece of ass. You know, it really doesn't matter what they write, as long as you've got a young and beautiful piece of ass. Mark, that's a pretty accurate statement. I suppose the question of whether Trump is a villain is open to debate. But when I went to Florida a couple of years ago, I did have a woman actually walk up to me and apologise for her country voting in Trump. You know, it really doesn't matter what they write, as long as you've got a young and beautiful piece of ass. Yeah, a whole donkey is much better, Mark. The one thing I love about my drive to DG every day is that the way I go is past a little, like a little donkey sanctuary farm. So there's always a couple of donkeys in the field, and I do love to see a pair of nice asses in the field. It's one of my favourite animals. Aside from dogs, monkeys, donkeys, and one other animal. Bonus points for anyone who can comment what the other animal is. Donkeys, monkeys, and which other animal? Pangolins. Oh dear. If there is, I think, one person who should definitely know, but I suspect this person has gone. Question again, which the random bonus point question was, I have 3 particular animals I am most fond of after dogs. They are donkeys, monkeys, and what? Nah, Tom, it's all good. What will let the team down is if Amy doesn't know what this third animal is. Mind flayers. Doesn't bother me. Mind flayers don't bother me, but they sure would bother Levi. Okay, getting some answers rocking and rolling in. Can I repeat the question? I have 3 favourite types of animals after dogs. Monkeys, donkeys, and what? Tardigrades. Cows. Helicoos. We're not there yet. We have not got the answer yet. Although cows are pretty awesome. Okay. Small brown Richard the Thirds. I hope it's tardigrades. It's not tardigrades. Right, okay. I am going to say that someone has said the right answer, but that person's not going to know who it is. Okay. So, we're going to have a quick look at the old scores on the doors. I'm going to give you a little bit of time to get your answers submitted. I'm not going to lie, I don't know how many people are actually playing because the viewer count doesn't always necessarily match up to the teams. So I'm just going to hang on for a little bit. Don't worry if there are any disputes over answers. I will correct them. I will post them up on the... where will I post them? Where's a good place to find them? I will post them up on the Facebook page. I mean, I'm not going to say tomorrow because I say it every time and I lie. It's never the next day. I will post them up over the next week because obviously we've got quite a bit going off tomorrow. So over the coming days, I will post it up on the Facebook page. So it will appear on there. And yeah, if you aren't happy with any of the answers tonight or if any queries, arguments, anything, if you write them onto a piece of paper, feel free to head it if you want to make it look official. And outside of your house, there is a receptacle that is emptied, sometimes once a week, sometimes once a fortnight, depending on where you live, and it will be collected and brought to us. That is the Special DG Complaints Department. Mistyping, slight mismatches, etc. Don't phone, it's just for fun. You start drinking at 4. Is that to make up for the fact that the pub's shut at 10? You thought you better get in there before pubs kick out? You felt like you had to keep up with them. Okay, so I'm not going to do scores because we don't really know what they are because we've got answers to correct. So we're going through the routine of me saying goodbye because I know some people will want to run away, and why wouldn't you? My ugly mug has been on your screen for, what is it? Nearly 2 hours now. Nobody wants that. If you do, you just need to drink more. So for those of you who are going, well done. You are running away. For those of you who aren't, I'm going to say that we're ending the stream, and then I'll see you back here in 30 seconds. So for now, thank you very much for taking part again. It has been great to see you all back on here. It's nice to be back. I've enjoyed the break, but it's nice to be back with you all as well. That's why I wanted to come back and do it. Yeah, Amy, you have been slacking for far too long. Get back on it. Tom, I will have fun with that, but you have earned a bonus point for correctly guessing goats. So you two can disappear. I will let you know, Tom, when I'm coming to pick up that key tomorrow. And in the meantime, thank you very much, everybody, for coming along. It's always been great doing it. It's always great to have you guys at least typing to me so I can have someone to talk to. It's not just an ugly, bearded old git talking to a screen. You didn't know it, Amy. I think you totally guessed. And so all that's left for me to say then is thank you very much. The next one will be probably... will it be Halloween? It might be a Halloween special because it'll be the 31st. It'll be the end of October. Potentially a Halloween special. But in the meantime, thank you very much, everybody. Much love. Stay safe. Continue to stay safe. And stay socially and, in my case, emotionally distant at all times. Amy, I don't deny that you know really, because I'm pretty sure I told you enough times that if you had forgotten, I would have had to slap you in the face with a wet fish. For now, though, thank you very much, everybody. And you can't make Halloween. It might not even be Halloween, Mark. I'm not committing myself to that. The date will come up soon, though. Thank you very much, everyone. Take care. Good night. Goodbye. Mwah. See you later. Oh, I didn't get a chance to thank Bev and Jock, because quite clearly they've joined in as well. So, thank you, Bev and Jock, for also joining in. If you've already gone, Scott, thank Bev and Jock for me. Oh, Mark was doubting it. Oh, Mark, you had doubts. Oh, you actually thought we were done. It's so quiet. I'm not gonna lie, sitting on this chair for the past 2 hours, my back end is killing me. Mark, don't ever doubt. I actually said I was coming back as well. I made it blatantly obvious I was coming back. How can you doubt me, man? Come on. I'm not actually genuinely back for very long, but I just thought I'd see how you all are doing. At some point, I'm gonna have to go and let the dog back in. But I wanted to see what you've all been up to, what you've been doing. Obviously, like, I've just been ticking over. I've been doing all sorts, as you've seen. I've lately become a square who's into TikTok. Oops, sorry. I'm gonna just let the dog in. Come on, you. I've been keeping myself entertained with TikTok because that's just how sad I am. Because evidently, guys in their late 30s shouldn't apparently be on TikTok, but there I am. I don't care. A DG 3.0 preview. I mean, there's not really at the minute a lot to preview. Bring the dog on. I mean, I'm currently sat at a this is going to be a pain to try and pick him up. Come here, you. Come here. I'm going to have to take my jacket off, because otherwise I'm going to get dog ears all over it. Right. Come here, you. Come here. Come here. It's going to frighten the life out of you, this. I'm trying to do too. Come on. So, here is the unseen star of the show. Currently looking after him. His name is Pablo. You're as good as gold, really, aren't you? Yes, you are. He's a lovely one. So yeah, this is the doggo. But we're not having him licking the faces. Anyway, down you go. He's now fetching his ball. It's like, playtime. So yeah, we're currently dog sitting him for the week, and during lockdown we had him for quite a while actually, because it was a bit of company for us, really. I'm going to put my jacket back on now. But Bobby Bojangles just fell out the pocket as I put it on. So yeah, I've just been on TikTok then, and obviously getting prepared to move to 3.0. As far as a preview of 3.0, I will do a video walk around in the week. At the minute it's a tip because we're moving everything over. It was a very mad dash moving everything around. But tomorrow when the entire shop contents goes over, we'll have some videos giving you an idea of the layout. But it's nice. I'm really excited actually. Should be really good. But yeah, what have you guys been up to? Come on, throw out some comments. I want to know what you've been doing. Did I build the bomb-proof bog? Yes, there is a bomb-proof bog. There is a story behind that. The building we are moving into was actually taken over by the General Post Office in the 50s. And they built an extension to the building that was designed to withstand an EMP and nuclear radiation in the event of the Russians deciding in the 50s they wanted to have at it with us. And so, yeah, it's a very thick wall. Will there be room? Will there be room of Amy to do Sunday gigs and we can play mellow games with ambience? That is a fantastic idea. Ooh, that is a brilliant idea. Amy's gone now, but there's an idea because she does the music. Her style of music is brilliantly mellow, ambience music. It's a shame she's disappeared now because actually that'd be great. Yeah, you've been back at work, Luke. We have seen you playing D&D as well, which was really good. It was great to see some D&D going on again. It was good to see Mark the other week as well, playing some Warhammer. It shows that, you know, despite the weird times we are currently going under and going through, it's nice that we are still trying our best to get out and to take part in stuff. Reese, you've been working from home. Same S, different L. Yeah. I suppose, yeah, working from home's not too bad though, because at least you can. You're not going to get stuck in traffic getting home again. Mark, my eldest, has been reading D&D. Awesome. And the Star Wars D6. Brilliant. Yeah, be careful, I can understand. Roll20 has been really good for D&D actually. I've done some Roll20 for Blades in the Dark, which is a great ganglang style, almost steampunk Victorian era type roleplay game. So Roll20 was really good for that, and Fantasy Grounds was really good for some games as well. So yeah, D&D is good fun. But Larice, you'll definitely have to come down and you and James come and sample some D&D at our place. And also, actually, James, if you could run some D&D, that would be fantastic, because we have got a few Dungeon Masters, but I know for a fact they also enjoy playing themselves, so it'd be nice for them to actually be able to get involved and do some playing. Mark, you've been painting G-Stealers from Space Hulk. You have recently, but also obviously you had the poo tree you've been painting as well. You've done those step-by-step photos, which have been fantastic to look at. Scott, you've been painting Jans with an airbrush. You've been doing a fantastic job with the dragon, Scott. You sent me the video, but I'd love you to actually send some photos to the Warhammer group. So, yeah, Scott has recently reacquainted himself with painting Warhammer figures and Games Workshop, and he's treated himself to an airbrush. As it happens, actually, Mark is the one who recommended that airbrush, Scott. So you've got Mark to thank. Yeah, he's been dabbling with some airbrush and been doing some really good effects. Actually, the dragon was really good. Bryn, you're up for some D&D. Fantastic. Mark, yes, he has got it. Bryn, D&D is a brilliant game. And as I say, the way that Jono plays it, it is very thematic, cinematic. Let's make it look good. Let's not care about the stats type of thing. It's really good. James also likes playing with himself. Yeah, I mean, we're going to do what we call a role-play meetup. And essentially, we invite anybody and everybody who is interested in any role-playing games to come to like a bit of a meet and greet. Obviously, it's going to be quite tricky because we can't have more than 6 people. But you know, we'd love to have a bit more of a forum of role players. We do have a role playing group on Facebook that we encourage people to jump into, and it isn't used very often, I know, because I know a lot of players tend to set them up in their own little groups, and that's fine. But then also we do share things in that group as well. But a socially distanced meetup is definitely something we could do for role players. There was a DC roleplay planned. That was Paul running that one, and it did sound really good. But unfortunately, you know, good old COVID put an end to a lot of potentially epic games that people were doing. WFRP, what's that one? I want to see Leigh use the Star Wars screen. You know what? I'll go and get it. I'm gonna flick to intermission while I leg it across the house and grab the screen. Be right back.
Welcome to intermission. Yeah, intermission.
Okay, I'm back. Right, switch off the intermission, Leigh. No point talking to yourself. Hi. Warhammer Fantasy, of course. Oh, that makes sense now. Idiot. I can tell it's late. Right, so I went to here's my screen. I went to the works. I went to the works and I bought some foam board, some black card, and some gaffer tape from Wilco, and made a screen. My first time doing it. It's not brilliant, but you know what? It does the job. It's got a lot of stats to learn on it. But yeah, that's my my first dabble with making my own GM screen. I mean, if I feel like being pretty, I could stick some nice artwork on the back of here, but that's due to come. But yeah, I've definitely, like, at one point, I'm sure I did it a bit too tight because the joins went a bit weird. But yeah, that's my GM screen. I was quite impressed actually, only because it's quite hard to get hold of. You did, Mark, but it didn't print off very well for me. My printer's a bit cack, so it wasn't very good. So I left it blank because there's lots of different artwork and stuff I could stick on the back instead. But yeah, because the 30th anniversary edition didn't really come with a lot of the original material, and the original material is now getting quite hard to get hold of. So yeah, it was easier to make my own, and then yeah, Mark, you came to the rescue. So thank you very much for that. But yeah, role playing meet and greet, definitely something we want to do. And again, I'm going to throw out another plug for the jail. Where I played 10 Candles. I'm going to do, like, over the coming weeks, lots of videos based around a lot of the games we do, talking you through how they work. So I'll explain 10 Candles, I'll explain Monster of the Week, Star Wars, Scum and Villainy. Jono will do a bit about D&D because he's been doing it for so long that I could stand and talk about it and make an absolute ass of myself, and then he can come out and talk about it and just know what he's on about. And then games like Rumble Slam, which is a fantasy wrestling game where you can trash talk each other and then fight in a ring. I'll be doing a bit of that. Jono is planning some kind of a D&D dungeon run in the jail. That is definitely something that's on the... Subterra in the Dark. I never thought about that one. Oh, yeah, Subterra. Such a good game as well. Basically, for anybody who has seen the film with the cave divers, the bunch of women who go into the cave and then they find themselves getting stalked in the dark by things in the dark. Oh, what's it called? Descent. The Descent. If you've seen The Descent, Subterra is essentially Descent, the board game, where you have to turn over tiles, investigate caves, and find your way out. And of the 7 times I've played it, I've only made it out twice. Because, yeah, things kill you. Nasties in the dark that hunt you. A pretty good... If you can make a good screen, it's really good. It's really effective. I think some people have made their own screens and they actually look a lot better than the actual original. The GM screen only came out later, a few years later. Probably would be, actually, to be fair. I tried to search around online and it's hard to get hold of any of the original stuff now without paying through the nose or it being in quite bad condition. But yeah, I've Scum and Villainy is a scoundrel style RPG, but actually I'm not going to run it as such. It's going to inform a lot of what I do in Star Wars instead. But yeah. Oh, okay. Star Wars campaign pack. I'll give it a look more. So yeah, besides role playing then, I hope you've all been doing okay. At least it means you're all safe and healthy, the fact that you're all here. But yeah, it's a weird time, and obviously we don't know how long we've got to keep the rule of 6 going. They've said potentially up to 6 months. Which is going to make Christmas Day a bit pants for everybody who's got a lot of family gatherings that they do on Christmas Day like we do. We normally have 11. Our 11 has now just become me and Lynn's for the day. In due time we'll look forward to having you all in. As I say, as soon as we are able to some photos on community group, Leigh. Are there? Oh, you've put cheers, Scott. I'm assuming that means you've posted some up. It's not flagged up for me. When my face goes light, it's because I've now just clicked on the DG page and I'm having a cheeky nosy. And talking while I'm doing it. Multitasking. Not many men can do that. I can manage it. So, yeah. Not working. I can't get it to load up. Never mind, Scott. You're meant to be snow. I'll have a look later on, Scott. And yeah, we'll get it sorted. Get them showing up. Introduced my class to Age of Sigmar champions thanks to your support. I mean, you told me how they were getting interested in it, Luke. I'm glad that they've taken to the game. It's a fantastic game. It's just a shame it wasn't supported as well as it should have been. Concept was fantastic. That one blip, that one playtesting blip is what I think effectively caused the downfall of that game, which is really sad to see when a fantastic game and a brilliant concept just doesn't quite work. You're meant to be snowboarding at Christmas, Larice. That's gutting. I'm sorry to hear that. But, you know, at least you're not going this time. There's always next Christmas instead. And you've got more time to save up, so you can actually go for an even fancier snowboard place type jobbo. So you've got plenty of opportunity to go to an even better snowboarding location. So sorted. Scott, your pictures have popped up. Don't worry about it not being the right group, matey. It's the Warhammer group normally, but to be fair, you're just showing off some of the work you've done. Those wings look fantastic. That's actually better than the ones you sent before. So right then, you lovely peeps. I'm actually getting quite tired, and in about 12 hours time I'm heading back over to DG 3.0 to carry the entire stock contents of the shop. So I am genuinely going to love you and leave you. But thank you for joining me tonight. Thank you for sticking around and listening to me just waffle on. As always, it means a great deal to us that you do support us the way you do. So thank you very much, everybody. Stay safe. Take care. And yeah, keep us posted in those groups about everything you're up to, and anything you want to do. And I will do a walkthrough of DG 3.0 over the coming days, so you'll get a look at what it's all about. But for now, folks, thank you very much. Take care. See you soon. I'll see you at DG 3.0. And the next quiz will be with a better photo of a clearer and better looking 3.0. Until then, though, bye everyone. Press the right button first. That would help. See you later.